What is the challenge with emotions?
While emotions are a useful tool for communicating and for self-awareness, just like any other tool, emotions have limitations and drawbacks. One limitation is that despite how real our emotions may feel, feelings don't necessarily reflect reality. Feelings are not facts. However, they do give us information that we need to examine, along with facts, to help us decide how to move forward. Another drawback is that emotions can be uncomfortable, causing us to avoid them. And strong emotions can also be addictive, causing us to seek them out, sometimes unnecessarily. Finally, as we've discussed in previous modules, we're often unaware of the influences on our emotions which affect our interpretation of a situation and how we respond.
Let's start with the first point. Feelings are not facts, though they do provide information. Just because we feel something doesn't mean it's true. We may feel terrified while watching a horror movie or having to perform in front of other people, but it doesn't mean that our lives are in danger. Remember, the activation of our fight-flight stress response is usually not necessary. Instead, the fear we feel about how we'll do on a hard test or project, about asking other people for something, or about saying no to something we don't want, comes in part from a fear of being powerless. What this gives us is information on areas where we can develop our skills to handle the situation better.
We've talked in earlier modules about how we avoid uncomfortable emotions, and we've learned skills to manage our physical discomfort, like breath and recharging sensory breaks. Now we're going to talk about how we can become addicted to emotions.
It's obvious why we would gravitate to things that make us laugh or feel joy. But why do we like stories, movies, books, games, or even news that make us cry, rage, or worry? In part, it's because we feel a sense of relief when we express emotions. When we release a pent-up strong emotion, we release chemicals that temporarily make us feel good, and which in turn reward and encourage the behavior. This can be a wonderful experience that brings people together. But when we seek relief by taking our emotions out on other people, it's a short-term gain at the expense of longer-term goals or priorities. Think back to the last argument you had. Did you yell at each other? Maybe. Did it feel good to get it out? Probably. In the moment, it might have felt justifiable. After all, you were probably angry. Did it help to work together better? Perhaps not. Another way that emotions can be addicting is when we hear about something that makes us all feel angry together. We release chemicals that give us a rewarding sense of social connection. Group anger makes us feel powerful and has been vital to our success as a species. But our true power comes from our ability to control our emotions and use them effectively, rather than being ruled by them like a candle in the wind.
Which brings us to the last item on our list, that we are often unaware of the influences on our emotions which affect our interpretation of a situation and how we respond to it.